Hi, welcome. Look who we have today. It's usually Kathryn doing the interviews, but we thought it'd be a good idea to get to know Kathryn herself and how she's been a leader and a woman in the industry. So, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, obviously, this is just to get to know you and learn a little bit more about yourself. So, how have you found being a woman in the industry? How did your story start? Let's go from there.
Yeah, so I've now been in the recruitment industry for 12 years.
Yeah.
I didn't leave school and go into recruitment.
Mm-hmm.
I left school and went into hairdressing. My time in the schooling education, I struggled a lot at school. I wasn't diagnosed with dyslexia until my last year of GCSEs.
Okay.
So academically, academically, I wasn't the best, and I didn't really enjoy the schooling environment.
Yeah.
So when it came to choosing my career, at the end of year 11, I was presented with beauty or hairdressing.
Yeah, we all wanted the same thing.
So naturally, when I got myself an apprenticeship, started my apprenticeship a week after I left school. Went to college once a week. I stayed in the hairdressing industry for just over 3 years.
Yeah.
And I think as my time came to an end in the industry, it was very apparent that hairdressing really wasn't my strong point.
Yeah, yeah.
And landed myself a sales opportunity.
Okay.
Loved being in the sales environment. And then I spent the next couple of years hopping between different sales roles. And a friend of mine and then said to me, "Have you ever tried recruitment?" And I thought, what is recruitment?
Nobody knows.
And I landed myself an interview with a company, and they offered me a month's trial.
Okay. Right.
So I took the gamble, left my full-time employment for a month's trial within a recruitment agency.
Wow.
And at the end of the month's trial, at the end of the month's trial, I was offered a full-time position, and I stayed with that company for just over a year when Energy People approached me to join the business. And I haven't looked back since I joined Energy People. So I've been now with Energy just over 11 years.
Yeah.
And I set myself a very big goal when I started. I think I was employee number 5 into the business. And
a lot of pressure.
No, I completely bought into Alex and Nix's vision for the business, and I could see they were going to take it far, and I wanted to be part of that journey.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I started, I wanted to make it my mission to be the first female associate director.
Yeah.
Within the company.
So tick. You've done that.
So that is a tick. Yes. So I worked my way up, and it hasn't been easy as a woman within the industry. I think women within sales or any industry, to find it hard for a number of different reasons. I started Energy, and within the first couple of years, I fell pregnant with my first son. So that was it's a very mixed emotion because I'm very career focused. I also wanted to start family.
Yeah.
So I presented myself with the opportunity to be a mum, and I left Energy to be on maternity leave. Mm-hmm. And coming back into the business is always difficult because the industry's changed, the culture in the business might be slightly changed because of new recruits, and you feel very like you've got to come back and improve yourself again. Mm-hmm. And when I came back from maternity leave, no one ever necessarily thinks that they're going to be in a position where you're going to be a single mum after having a first child. So I came back to Energy. Unfortunately for me, I came back as a single mum, and being the sole provider for my son meant I had to get in and get things moving pretty quickly. And I think actually coming back and being put into that situation of being the sole provider for him and proving myself again in a recruitment game and relighting the fire to become the first AD within Energy, that stressful situation actually shaped the person I am today.
Yeah, of course. It shows your resilience.
Yeah.
It just shows that no matter what happened outside of work and in your professional life, that you've still been able to push through. And I think it's a really good traits to have. and you are a very strong female influence in my life now, being able to work yourself up within energy people on a profession and being able to take on new things and different places, different countries now, and heading up things. Like, you've always taken things, you just grabbed them and you've just jumped in, and I think that's worked really well for you, and you've just been able to excel in each situation that you put yourself in, and that's definitely shown in your personal life and your professional life.
And I think actually, when being a woman, I now have 3 children. I have my husband, and looking back at that point, it did really shape me as a professional and as a mum. The skill set that I brought from being a mother back into my recruitment career, and how I became a much more resilient, open to change, adapting to change, and never lost sight of what I wanted to do professionally, but also was able to be the mother that I needed to be for my son at that stage. Recruitment's been able to provide me with financial backing to be able to do that on my own. It's given me the flexibility to be able to work around my family. Even now, having 3 children, I was lucky, and my goal was obviously to get up to an associate director within energy. I got promoted while being pregnant with my second.
Amazing.
And now I have 3 lovely boys. I've never lost sight of my career.
No.
But I think the industry, and any industry as a whole, for females and mothers and women that want to be able to grow family and also have a career, it's a tough gig. We have to juggle the life outside of work and your professionalism within work. And I think if you've got a business that is able to support and develop you through that process, you're onto an absolute winner. I've been very fortunate that energy people over the last 11 years have allowed me to be a mum, have allowed me to develop. They know where I wanted to be. They've put that support in place. And at the same time, I've never missed a Christmas play. No. I've never missed a school pickup. And it's one of the reasons that I think I've been here over 11 years, because I've never had to look elsewhere. I've always been given an opportunity, and that trust in me to be able to do what I need to do. And I think that's where my passion for helping the data centre industry, especially with the ED&I stuff, because my story, I lived through trying to juggle between a career and being a mother. And
now you want to advocate for those other females, especially within the industry, that you can help, because you've been there and you understand it and you can relate to it a lot more. And now being an advocate for clients that we support, and being able to get females into the industry and give them a new opportunity that they may have not had in their current employer, and it's just pushing those boundaries. I think you're being a great asset to many businesses at the moment, because it's such a short market anyway.
It is,
and then let alone bringing women into the industry is an amazing thing to do. So would you say, because of your experiences, that that's kind of what shaped you to be quite passionate and strong about bringing females and diverse candidates into the data centre industry?
I think being a female in the industry, I would say, no, I'm not a design engineer, I'm not a project manager, but I work closely with clients and our candidates. I want to be able to see an even playing field for everyone. Not just for women. Not for every candidate out there. There are some truly talented people, and everyone should be able to be given the opportunity to succeed. Yes, females I 100% want to back, and if I can get them an opportunity to enter a business to stop the boys club firing, because it's there. Yes, it's spoken about. Is it spoken about enough? I'm not sure.
No.
But I want to be able to help my clients with put strategies in place, take away the unconscious bias, and make sure that we're doing the right thing, because creating diverse teams and diverse businesses start on the front line.
Yeah.
We are the front line.
Exactly.
As recruitment consultants, we can take a consultative approach with our clients to be able to help build those strategies, implement those cultures, and give everyone a fair playing field. Because diverse businesses are more innovative. They come up with bigger ideas, the culture, people stay longer, they enjoy working with people. It's only going to benefit the bigger picture. And it only takes a few small tweaks in recruitment processes, your strategy, and before you know it, you've got a great diverse team that is being spoken about on LinkedIn. It speaks volumes in your projects. So I want to be able to help, not only from my personal experiences on joining the boys club and making my way, but helping people get into the industry, helping clients broaden their toolkit to be able to
and perspectives and different opinions and approaches. I think that's the main thing is employers are starting to realise, hopefully as the new years are going on, that they know that bringing in different people from different backgrounds, genders, are going to bring a different perspective to their business they may not have had in the boys club, as you say. So it's good that companies are being more accepting and adapting to it.
I think it is time. It's not just a tick box exercise. Unfortunately, it needs strategy, and it needs everybody who's part of the interview process, the hiring process, to be fully invested. To be 100% all going for the same goal. They all want the same outcome. And there are some tips and things that you can help take the unconscious bias away, so that you are genuinely just looking at a resume on someone's skill set rather than their name or their educational background or where they've worked,
or their location or
anything. So that you're organically growing,
just going off the basis of their expertise and professionalism,
and then that organic growth for diverse teams naturally comes into play. Because in the same breath, you can't necessarily force a diverse team. No. Just for the sake of forcing.
No, you can't.
And filling that tick box.
Like you said, it needs to be organic. It needs to be natural. And the businesses shouldn't be looking at anyone any different. So they need to be looking at everybody the same. And like you said, by doing even just small things, like you said, just stripping back the CV and just taking it back to basics. This is what they do. This is what they've done. This is what they've accomplished. That's it. Don't need to know any more details. Get them in to speak to them. They can sell themselves. They can speak about their experiences and their knowledge and what they can bring to a team. And I think that's really great that obviously you've been having those conversations with clients and saying that this is how I work. And when we get candidates, we're just sending them like this, and people are actually really accepting the clients that we work for.
We are making an impact, and I will continue to make as much of an impact as I can along with my podcast, speaking to diverse candidates out there, getting perspectives from people on their journey to where they are within the data center industry. We are working within an awesome industry that is fast-paced, fast-growing, innovative. So we need our teams to be able to really set the bar high.
Work collaboratively.
So I think it's time that the industry does change. And if I can help that, then I will do everything in my power to.
And you've been smashing it so far. Just even the podcast alone, the conversations that I hear you having, that everyone hears you having, it's great. And you've really been pushing that through. And the more that exposure that we can get, hopefully the world will change into a better place.
It will one day.
Once in that time. Well, great. It's been great having you, Kat. And I'm sure the world's had a pleasure getting to know you. So I think keep doing what you're doing, and like we said, just keep taking over.
I will.
Thank you.